Well, Activision Blizzard is bringing esports to a city near you. Starting in 2020, the 20 franchises of Activision's competitive Overwatch League will begin hosting matches in their home cities. Much like NFL or NBA teams, each franchise will have a home venue, representing cities from New York to Paris to Shanghai. The company's esports division continues to model itself after traditional sports organizations, hiring several veteran sports execs to its team. Bloomberg's Scarlet sat down with Activision Blizzard's esports CEO Pete Vlastelica at the Bloomberg Business Sports Summit to discuss.
We're really proud of the fact that we've been able to cross-pollinate great sports executives with gaming and esports professionals to create something completely new, which I think is unique in our category, actually. I don't see anyone else making the kinds of moves, team-building moves, sort of bringing in sports expertise into their esports businesses. We think about the ecosystem a lot, and the fact that to build a successful sports league, you need a lot of partners rowing with you in the same direction. Owners, sponsors, media rights partners, licensees, players, there are all these constituents whose success matters a lot to us. And that's the way sports works. And so when we set out to build that kind of ecosystem around our leagues, we thought, well, it'd be great to do that with a team of people who have done it before.
I like that word that you use, cross-pollinate, because you're taking the best practices from all these different parts of sports and putting it into this new league.
Yeah.
What do you have to reinvent, though? Or, what? Sorry, maybe wrong word. What do you have to start over from scratch? What can you not import that you have to come up with on your own? Yeah.
Well, the advantages that esports leagues have with respect to traditional sports are that esports is young, global, and digital native. And so traditional sports leagues are looking for ways to become younger, more global, more digital native. We start there, and that brings challenges that traditional sports executives may not have dealt with. How do you present a game in a way that is going to capture and hold the attention of a 20-year-old fan instead of a 50-year-old fan? How do you present a broadcast simultaneously in real time in a dozen languages? And how do you create a viewing experience around the broadcast that matches the expectations that young people have for the kind of engagement and interaction with the stream that they're used to? Those are challenges that I don't think sports executives really have at the top of their agenda. And so, there is a bit of a learning curve for new execs coming in from sports.
Now, the Overwatch League is in its second season right now. It launched in mid-February. You have 20 franchises. What have you learned so far about what works and perhaps what doesn't work and therefore needs to be done over?
Well, the big bet we made with the Overwatch League is that we can unlock fans through the city-based model. It was the first city-based esport league, also the first permanent franchised esports league. So we bet that if we found the right owners in the right markets, we could give people all over the world a reason to pay attention to this league that they wouldn't have had under the old esports model, which was just, not rooted in any geography. What we've learned in a short time is that even though we're not in those home markets yet, next year, we just announced that next year will be our first year actually playing home matches in home markets. For the first 2 years, we've been playing all of our regular season in Los Angeles. Despite that, there are already large groups of fans springing up in these cities to support the team that carries the name of their city. And we see them self-organizing around viewing parties. The teams are hosting viewing parties and charging admission, and thousands of people are showing up. And so it's been a surprise, frankly, that that's happened as quickly as it has, given that we're not yet out in the market. So that's working. We still have a long way to go on the city-based plan. We need to get these teams to a place where they're hosting really fun events in their market. And there's 20 teams right now in the Overwatch League. They all are going to learn from each other.
Right.
It's going to take some time to figure out what the right model is.
You also have a city-based Call of Duty franchise league in the works as well. How's that going to be different from the Overwatch League, just briefly?
Well, the game is different. And unlike with the Overwatch League, where we were starting from scratch, it was a new game. Here, there's an existing ecosystem, an existing group of players and fans and sponsors and owners. And so we need to work within those constraints in order to build something that satisfies the core, plus creates a massive amount of upside by capturing casual fans who aren't watching today.